Okay, so where you guys are is on that balcony, and you are overlooking the chapel. There are 3 kneeled figures in the fog, and up by you there was a door leading to a set of stairs. Not even a door; it was just an alcove, I believe.
Can I reach the spiral staircase going up without alerting the people down, or the humanoid figures down below?
Would you like to make a stealth check, or are you just going over? Actually, yeah, there are archers.
How far below us are they?
They are 20 feet.
And how close to us are they? Like 20 feet down and...
Jump and slice.
20 feet across, 20 feet down.
Cool. I assume I can't get closer to them up here.
Well, if you want to jump.
I meant up here so I could get like closer
You're
to them.
literally the representation.
You could go around the balcony and you'd be like 5 feet away.
Cool, because that's what I'm going to do, and I'm going to jump on them.
Hey, Josh, I have a quick question. Those 2 temporary hit points that I lost from the book, did that carry over to this new form?
No.
Okay. So I have no temporary hit points loss?
Yeah, let that go away.
Okay, cool.
Also, do you get extra hit points because you have 2 souls inside of you?
Ooh, good question.
I have more than I would have.
Well, yeah.
Because this new character is a fucking tank.
Yeah. So I'm going to walk closer to them and be like, I think these are the ones we're supposed to kill, and then I'm just going to leap off the balcony at them.
Okay.
Sword drawn, coming down.
Cool. So make an attack roll, please.
Damn it.
Well, I mean, you can stay at the top and just shoot.
Yeah, that's what I'm
That's
going
true.
to
You
do.
don't have to do anything.
We could have had 3 new friends.
Yeah. It's a 26 to hit.
That certainly hits.
So he just jumped 20 feet down, right?
Uh-huh.
I'll take the damage, don't worry.
And snapped an ankle.
Alright, calm down.
2d6 bludgeoning damage.
Oh no, the bone.
I'm coming down with both hands, by the way.
Okay, and also add an extra 2d6, and whatever you roll for the 2d6, add to your own damage and to your
Okay, so
health.
add an extra 2d6 to the damage, but also take that as
Yes.
damage to myself. Okay.
Yes.
That's your fall bludgeoning damage, I'm assuming?
Yep.
Alright. So, as I come down, I land on one of these things on its shoulders and hit.
Also, just roll again for an advantage, because it's technically a sneak attack or surprise round, rather.
Nah, it was
Okay. Let's see if it was an actual 20.
So I come down with this blade, and it's awesome, and I look real cool doing it. That's my best description. No. And I do...
3-point landing.
Well, I'm at a 3-point landing when I'm attacking something.
Because it's 2, and then the sword is the 3.
I guess, but that's just awkward
Link,
to describe
like
it. Like
Link coming down with the down move. Yeah.
There you go. Yeah. All right. Fine. 3-point landing. 27 points of damage.
Ooh.
Okay. So you come down, the rest of your party just sees you walk along the balcony, and while Kent was looking towards that staircase, you just hand on the railing, flip yourself over, and come down with 2 hands, and you come down with all your might into its body. And when you get closer and you actually cut in, you feel it hit the tattered chainmail that's on its body, and you hear it and turn around, and you see pure rage and anger in its eyes as it looks at you, and you see no sense of comfort, no sense of joy, no sense of anything except a desire to murder you.
That's cool. Hey, can I have my second attack?
Yes, you can.
15.
That hits.
Nice. I love not going first, because then I could judge what I need to get in order to hit. I'm just like, oh, 15 will work. Okay, we're good. I just need somebody to get a 14, and another 13, then I'll know for sure where the limit is.
13 magical damage. 4 of that is psychic.
Okay. So you take the blade and slice into it again, and as you cut in, you see... How would the psychic damage be interpolated?
I'm going to say when the sword hits, it leaves some of that oily shine on things that it hits, and that's what causes the psychic damage. I don't know, it's sort of like sticking to their soul kind of thing.
Okay, so when you slice
Makes
in
sense.
and it leaves it, you
I'll
see
take
the oil that's there doesn't really have much to stick to. It's doing some damage, but it's not doing much.
Cool. That's
And
what I
you look
figured.
at this creature that you just hacked into, it's doing okay.
That's what I figured, but, I would fight him.
Okay. Anything else for your turn?
I'm going to use my reaction to go into a parrying stance.
I believe you can wait for your reaction until something happens.
With the feat, I have to do it on my turn. It gives me a +1 bonus to armor.
Understood. Okay, everyone roll initiative, please.
Modified 20!
Modified 22.
Yeah, that's a 2.
I got a 17.
For Ven?
Yep.
Oh, wait, for
That's
both of you.
for it. I
Yeah.
have to roll once now. Also, Josh, just so you know, my speed is 40 feet and not 30.
Understood.
Can I say that the reason why I am taking longer to get into this is that being old as fuck, I'm just like, oh, I'm not jumping. I can't, I'm gonna take the fucking stairs. Just muttering just the whole time. God damn it, fucking hot-hated fun bullshit. Just huff.
All right, Kent, it is your turn.
Yeah, so basically Kent did everything he could to fight the urge to just jump in and attack for nothing. So he made the decision to be responsible and just like try to sneak around. And Ferguson just blew that out of the water. So he like rolls his eyes, kind of like in a way like, damn, if anybody was gonna jump in, I should have jumped in myself. But he like basically like flips over his gun over the edge of the balcony that he's at, takes a deep breath, and goes to fire at the one that Ferguson just tried to kill.
Okay.
That would be a 19 to hit on the first attack.
That hits.
And a 24 to hit on the second attack. Because I'm going to do an extra attack.
That hits as well. And these are considered undead, so please roll your undead damage.
Oh my god. Guys, I now have actually 2d8, literally.
Oh, yeah, you got dice now.
I have dice, guys.
Oh, speaking of which, this is going to come out way later, but this is the first game I'm using my dice from Wizards of the Coast for the Podcast of Annihilation, and same thing for Nick. So thank you, guys.
Yeah.
Nice. Thanks, Wizards of the Coast.
Thank you very much.
You guys are the best.
20 on the first hit and 17 on the second hit.
And what type of damage is that?
That's radiant damage. So 37 radiant damage. 2 bullets, back of the skull. Pop, pop, motherfuckers.
Cool. So as it gets attacked and it kind of turns its head around, you blast one and it blows off its ear and some of the back of its skull, and the other one hits the top of the head and breaks some of the skull off there as well. It's still going. It looks hurt though.
Okay, can I hide without using an extra action? Like, can I duck back down underneath the balcony?
You can to be out of sight. However, it's not necessarily a hide action, but it is flavor.
Can I actually use an action surge and hide? That gives me another one-time extra action. Actually, you know what? Never mind. I'm just gonna duck back down.
I was about to say, as a recommendation, since these guys are on the floor and they can't really get to you, use an action surge for that wouldn't be the best.
Good point. Yeah, I'm just gonna duck back down. Just maybe, hopefully, confuse them for a second.
Noted. Ferguson, your turn.
Okay, so now I'm going to attack again.
Okay, and you also notice all three of them have your undivided attention.
Just what I wanted.
The look on your eyes was just like, I'm gonna murder something right now.
Keep in mind, it just took over 70 points of damage, and it's still okay.
Oh, I got it. Don't worry, I'm gonna die here. 15 for the first attack.
That hits.
19 magical damage, with 6 of that being psychic. And the second attack is another 15. I don't know why I can't guess.
That hits.
15. Oh, wait, no. Sorry, 16. So 17 magical damage, 3 of it is psychic.
It is looking pretty hurt now.
Cool. And then, let's see if I can do some real dumb shit here, guys.
Come on, some dumb shit.
I'm gonna do what I did in the werewolf battle, and I slice my palm open on a thing on my belt, and I throw some blood at one of them.
The one you were attacking, or a different one?
A different one. And make a strength saving throw. That has to beat 15.
How's a natural 1 help?
That's perfect, because I once again throw out some blood, and it forms into that whip and stabs into this thing, and it's stuck.
So it can't move where it's standing, correct?
Is it restrained?
It's restrained.
Okay. And do I make a save at the end of every turn?
Yeah, at the end of each of its turns, it wins another strength throw.
Okay, noted. Okay, is that it for you?
That's all of my things. Oh, a reaction, I'm going to go back into parrying.
Okay, now just to give you a layout of the room so you can make a tactical decision here, where you are at, essentially it's a 15-foot or 3 square across the room. So the ones that are at the altar are 1 in each spot, and you're in the first one. So say if you cast the binding on the one at the end, That'll probably be best for you because they won't be able to come towards you. Because if you cast it on the one in the middle, they can still hit you.
Yeah, I'll hit the one at the end.
Okay.
Just
noted.
out of reach.
Cool. Since you don't have a map, I feel to describe that for your benefit would be good.
Thank you, because I wasn't sure which one I was going to hit, but definitely it would have been the one that wasn't right on top of me.
So are these three guys clustered?
They are within 5 feet of each other.
Okay.
Yes. Like left to right, it's 1, 2, 3. Ferguson is on the one to the left.
Is there any way I can either A, climb down, or B, get to the other side so they are within 20 feet of me?
They are within 20 feet of you no matter what.
Okay, so if I reach over and I breathe fire down, I'll hit all three of them.
And Ferguson.
That's fine, go ahead. I'll take one for the team, I don't care.
Is there a way I can climb down, though?
You can. You have 40 movement, so I would say it would be half your movement to climb down. So
No,
yes,
it is not half my movement, because with Claw of the Dragon, my climbing speed is my speed.
Yeah, you can, because you can use the wooden rafters that hold it up.
Okay, cool.
Well, also, then you would know from the 2 days you spent around him that Ferguson does not give a fuck if you breathe fire on him.
Okay. Well, I'm still going to climb down, and it takes me 20 feet to get down, and that's 20 feet, and I still have 20 feet of movement.
Yes.
Cool. So can I position myself now that I can hit all three of them without hitting Ferguson?
I would say yes.
Okay, cool. I'm going to do that. So all three of them have to make dex saves.
The first one is a 20.
That succeeds.
Second one is an 18.
That also succeeds.
Third one is restrained, so it has a disadvantage, correct?
Yep.
It is an 11.
That fails.
Okay, so you hit the one that is restrained.
Well, the other ones take half. So that's 11 fire damage. So it would be, I guess, 5 to the other two and 11 to the last one.
Yep. You see that as you blow the fire on all of them, it has a bad reaction to it. It doesn't take extra damage. You can just tell that it is torching their body in a bad way. And you see even the one that you were hitting before, Ferguson, when you slice into it, it's additional times, it is completely marked up, and the fire is entering those slits in its body, and you can see the inside of it heating up and destroying it from the inside. It does not look good. However, the anger in its eyes, completely unwaning. It does not fear death from the look of it. Ven, anything else from you?
No, there's nothing else I can do.
Cool, it is now their turn. The one that you were attacking initially, Ferguson, they're going to attack you twice. So it takes up its longsword, grabs it with both hands, and slices down for 12.
Nope.
And 13.
Nope.
Cool, it misses. It just slices down, but it is hurt too bad that it can't move as much, and you just sidestep out of the way for both hits. The one that's next to it is going to attack you as well for 26.
That's gonna hit.
And 10, so the second one is not going to hit. So the first one is going to do 16 slashing damage.
Oh, shit.
As it misses, the first shot is going to slice up and slice into your gut, and the second one's going to get right out of range because you back up a little bit as you recoil from getting hit. The third one, which is restrained, can't move to hit anybody, so it is going to look over at you, Ven. I need you to make a DC, I'm not going to tell you DC, a wisdom check, please. Saving throw.
Is he within 10 feet of me?
Not anymore.
No, 20 feet.
Sorry, buddy.
18.
18. Okay. You see it stare at you, and there is a burning hatred and anger in its eyes, trying to frighten you off. But you in your new form, you couldn't give a shit.
Damn right, I got Arsene with me at all times now.
Yep. That is it for... that is it for them. It is now Rosalie's turn.
Okay. Huffing and sweating. She gets to the end of the stairs. How much of my movement does that take up to get down to the stairs now? Is that all of it?
I would say you would go down 20 feet. You have an additional 5 feet and can reach one of them.
Can reach one of them.
Actually, you can reach the one that Ferguson was hitting, and you can reach the one that was next to Ferguson. Yeah, the one you can't reach is the one that's binded.
Okay. Can I do a Divine Smite against that one?
Sure. What you can do with Divine Smite is when you hit, and you actually do hit, you can choose to use Divine Smite on top of it.
Cool. Well, let's do that. No. No, that doesn't hit.
No?
No.
What is it?
No.
Natural 1?
No, but very close to it. It's a 2.
Okay, so you go to slice down. Do you as a paladin, I believe you have extra attack, correct?
I have one extra attack, yes, sir.
Okay,
That is a 16.
that hits.
Cool. Oh my god.
So do you want to dump a single spell slot into this for Divine Smite?
Divine Smite.
Okay, so roll damage and then add an additional 2d8 radiant damage.
Is there a bonus because it's undead?
Damage increases by 1d8 if the target is an undead or a fiend, so you do an extra 3d8. Thank you, John.
Yep.
3d8.
I remember that from Critical Role.
There you go.
That's 17 points of damage.
Okay, how do you kill this thing?
Hey! Upset that they've all left me, and I'm sweaty. I just say, for fuck's sake, and I bang it with my warhammer. Conk it out.
Okay, so as it's being slashed and it looks and it turns its eyes over to you, it very quickly gets one of its eyes knocked out of its socket as you crush the back of its skull, and you leave a large cracked indent as it collapses over to the ground. It is gone. I believe that's it for you, right? Unless you have a bonus action.
You're fine, right, Ferguson?
Oh, there's a lot of blood coming out from under my coat. Like, a lot.
Like a lot?
Like, you know when you watch a movie and someone's been, like,
Yeah,
shot
okay.
a bunch? It's kind of like that.
So it's okay. We're upset. Okay, can I do a lay on hands as a bonus action?
No, lay on hands is an
It's
action.
an action. Okay. Then you fucked.
It's
I
fine.
believe So,
Everyone picks up their copy of the player's handbook.
yeah,
Except for me.
Well, Nick too. Look at Nick. He's looking at his cell phone.
as an action.
That is an action.
I'm actually trying to figure out what was going to happen the next time I level up. I want to know all the things that I'm going to get.
Can you
Because I
be in
didn't
the
get
moment?
much this
Can
time.
you just leveled up? Be in the moment. Live in the
I know,
moment. Nick.
but I want level 7. It's so much
Cool.
better.
It's 1 a.m. Be in the moment.
That's right.
Okay,
Enjoy
so-
the moment.
This magic moment.
Yeah, unless you have a bonus action, because lay on hands is an action.
No.
Okay, back to the top of the initiative with Kent. There's
Hey, guys.
2 left. One is binded and one is not.
Okay,
I like to bind and be bound.
I'm gonna shoot the one that is not bound.
Okay, cool. Go ahead.
Not natural 20 on the first one,
That hits.
and I got a 12 on the second one. I'm guessing
That does
misses.
not hit.
Okay, so I'm gonna use my Deadeye shot to re-roll that. Oh no, I can't do that.
Yeah, you use that before. You spend a grip point before you make the roll, and then you're able to roll advantage on it.
You're still up on the balcony, right?
Yes, he is.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna use my action surge. I'll miss the second one, and
Well,
then
do the first attack first.
okay.
One thing at a time here. You're getting excited.
I can do so much damage right now. I'm so excited.
And that was your 3rd and 4th bullet that you just used.
24 damage on the first bullet, and a miss on the second one.
Okay. Cool. That's your 3rd and 4th bullet. You want to do an action surge?
Yes, I would love to. Did it die?
No.
Okay. Then in this case, I'm going to use a grid point to
Okay.
roll to make sure I hit on this one.
Okay.
Yeah, it hits. 27 to hit.
That hits, and then you also have your next shot because your additional action gets you an extra attack. And this clears out your gun.
Not natural 20.
Okay, that hits.
15 plus 8 on the first one,
23,
and 14 plus 7 on the second one.
21. So 23 and 21 is 44.
44 attack on the 5th and 6th bullets.
Okay, so you keep in mind your gun is out right now of bullets, because that was 6 bullets, and make sure you're marking them down from your ammo as well. Okay, so from the top of the balcony, you were using your newfound skills from what Rictavio told you, or Van Richten for that matter, and you... And except for one, you lay in, one enters his shoulder and buries itself into his chest, another one goes into his thigh, another one, as it turns to you, hits the shoulder on the opposite side. You're laid in a lot of damage to it. It's still doing okay, though.
Okay, so I'm going to take my next turn to reload my gun.
Okay. You have to do that as an action or a
as an
bonus
action.
action?
I have to do that as an action. So I'll wait till my next turn and I'll reload.
Okay, cool. It is now Ferguson's turn. You have one in front of you that's really hurt, and one that's binded that is barely hurt.
Yeah, I have a question for you first. If I were to use the special ability of my blade, could I... It's a bonus action to activate it. Could I then, if I hit, use my action to cause it to go prone?
For the initial ability?
Yeah, the whip.
Sure. I would say that I would need to make a check, but yes.
Alright, so I'm gonna burn a charge. while still holding this blood leash in one hand, I whip the blade back, and as it comes forward, it turns into a oily black tentacle and whips around the leg of the one that Kent just shot. Yeah, it's gonna hit because I rolled a 19.
Okay, that definitely does, and I'll do... So, do you have, like, whip damage?
Whip.
No. We talked about that, and you never let me give it damage.
Yes.
I tried
Okay.
to convince you so many times.
It is a 12 DC.
Oh, yeah, no, you fail.
Okay, so you whip out the sword, and the sword morphs into this tentacle, grabs it by the leg, and you pull up, and it just yanks its foot out from underneath itself, and it lands to the ground.
Okay, so the bonus action was to turn it to the blade,
Yep.
or the whip. The action, that's my full action to go make it go prone, right?
I would say that would be an attack action, so if you have extra attack, then
I have an
you
extra
can-
attack, then I'm
attack.
going to run, I'm going to step forward and attack.
Sure. Yay, workshopping items. Yay.
Yay! 18.
18?
Oh,
Okay.
wait, it's prone, so do I get
You
advantage
have
on this?
advantage.
Okay. Natural 20.
Okay.
Yay!
So your sword now reverted back into its sword form?
Yeah,
Okay.
I yanked it. Like, when I pulled it back, it went back to the...
Okay. And give me the psychic damage separate.
Alright, so it is 16 damage for that's just, like, the blade, and the psychic damage would be an extra 8 on top of that. So
Okay. Noted. Okay, so you whip it, it goes to the ground, and as you pull back up, the tentacle reforms into its sword as you plunge it into its chest. You miss where the heart would be, you got the other side, but it goes directly through its chest, and you rip it out. It doesn't scream, it doesn't yell, it just stares at you seething.
it can seethe all at once. It's gonna die.
It will. It rolled a natural 20 on seething. It will do
Oh,
that.
good. All right. That's everything I'm gonna do. Yeah.
Okay, then your turn.
What weapon are these guys using?
Longsword.
Shit. Are they both within range for another fire blast?
Yes. However, I will say that Rosalie and Ferguson are definitely covering the guy that's on the left.
Mm-hmm.
So you would have to hit the guy on the right. If you walked closer and was like within melee range of both of them, you can probably get both.
All right, I'll get within melee range. That's fine.
Okay, you do that. Dexterity saving throw, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, one guy is prone on the ground, so that is
A disadvantage,
going
I
to be
believe.
disadvantage, and the other guy is restrained, so that's another disadvantage.
Yes.
Okay, first one is 14,
That fails.
the other one's 11, so they both fail.
Nice. 8 damage. 8 fire.
Okay, you torch them, and they are not liking it. The one guy in the middle is not having a good time.
All right, I believe that's going to be it.
So the one guy that's on the ground gets up and uses half of his movement to do so, and is going to keep on attacking Ferguson. So the first attack is going to be a 26,
It hits.
and the second one is going to be a natural 1.
Well, that one misses.
So the first attack does 12 slashing damage. As the second one, it goes to slash down and clings against the beam that holds the balcony up, and just gets lodged in for a second as it pulls the sword out, but it wastes its attack on you. The one that is binded is going to turn to Ven and attack that. I believe I have disadvantage on attack rolls with him. He's restrained. Is that correct?
Yes. That's.
Oh wait, I didn't save for him last turn. What do I need to save against?
15.
I rolled a 14. So he's still restrained. So it's going to attack Ven. So for the first attack, it is a natural 1. And the second attack is going to be a holy shit.
Natural 1.
Okay, hold on. First attack, I rolled a 17 and a 1. Second attack, I rolled a 1 and a 1.
Wow. Damn.
So he is restrained, so he's trying to swing and just swings wildly. You don't even have to dodge, Ven. It's just clearing you.
As he swings so wildly, he stabs himself in the neck.
Yeah, he beheads himself.
Yay!
Oh,
Lightning
God.
comes out, Duncan MacLeod comes up. It's a whole time. Okay, so that's their turn. It is now Rosalie's turn. You look down. Actually, not look down. You're already down. You see the one that everyone's been attacking already, not looking too good, and the one that is restrained is still looking relatively healthy.
Let's just put this sorry bugger out of his business. Okay. I'm gonna attack the guy who's looking rough.
Okay, go ahead.
That's 16.
That hits.
So that's 8 damage.
Okay, and then your extra attack.
I rolled exactly the same thing.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, but that's 1 in the d8, so that's what, 3 damage.
Okay, so you smack in and you essentially dislocate its elbow, and then where your second attack you go to hit and it moves out of the way and you locate the elbow back in.
Oh.
I believe the proper term is relocate, but we're just going to ignore that, move
Can
on,
I
and
at
go.
least like hit it in a funny bone area so it's like it leaves that sort of ringing like feeling? Yeah.
Oh, that hurt me. Yes, you hit it straight in his humerus, and you all think it's hilarious.
It's not very humorous.
I'll take it.
Okay. After Rosalie's turn, it's now Kent's turn. The one that Rosalie was just attacking is looking real bad.
So Kent is out of bullets right now. He is growing nervous and scared. He has noticed that he has been hitting, but he hasn't been actually killing anything, and he hasn't been staying up over the balcony long enough to see that his friends are actually doing pretty well down there. So he's a little bit scared.
You say that, but there's definitely a puddle of blood underneath Ferguson.
Yeah. He's a little scared. He's worried. He knows that he doesn't have a lot of ammo left. He kind of takes a deep breath, realizes he needs to take some time to reload his gun, reaches into his bag of shared pain, and feels around, grabs all the bullets that are in there, and realizes there are more bullets in this bag than he was expecting.
Yay!
He thought there were only going to be 5, and it turns out that there are 11 bullets. The
You
year
rolled a
is
6?
I rolled a 6
Oh,
on
Jesus,
on
nice.
that. So immediately he knows what that means. His buddy Rictavio might not be as gone as he previously thought.
Unfortunate.
A smirk comes on his face, and he begins to reload his gun and get ready to get back into the action.
Cool. Ferguson, you're up.
So, there's still one in front of me, yes?
Yes, and it's looking real rough.
You know what? I'm going to attack the one in front of me. Fuck it. 24 to hit for the first one.
That certainly hits.
So, 14 damage, and then another 4
Don't worry
psychic
about it.
on top of that.
How do you kill this one?
I'm going to take a step back. It's standing up again, yes?
Yes.
I'm going to take a step back, and then straight up medieval longsword technique, twist it, and then drive my sword right to its face.
You absolutely do that. It looks at you and the sword enters his face. It doesn't cut through the eyes, so the eyes are still staring at you as the blade has
goes through
replaced
its
where
mouth.
its nose is and its mouth is.
It just...
Yep,
Cool.
You remove it and you look through the skull to see the other one behind it as it slumps down.
So as it falls, I'm going to take a step over its body and attack the next one.
Okay.
Probably not going to hit because that is a total of 14. That's probably
That
not
hits.
hit. Oh, it does hit? Okay. So 13 damage with 2 psychic on top of that.
You also have advantage because he's restrained.
It makes it 18.
Okay, that's fine. So I already put the damage down. Okay, you step over the corpse you just laid out after the other one behind you, so you're just leaving bodies in your wake, and you slice down on this restrained one as you pull it closer with your blood tie to it, and you drive your sword into its arm.
Cool. So as my bonus action, Josh, I'm going to let you describe this because you have told me you want to. I'm going to pop a Misty Step and get back on the balcony.
So you drive the sword in, and after you did your mark, and as you misty step, your body converts into this dark black energy around your sword, and you see the blood trail go directly up in a diagonal line to the balcony itself as you reappear from the shadows. And you know how when Nightcrawler bamps is this one is more like of a weird scream that just doesn't sound this worldly.
That definitely was a weird scream.
Yeah.
So now I'm on the balcony, and I'm just going to sit down for a second.
Yeah, you sit down. Also, Ferguson, when you did that, you definitely saw flashes of not good things. Like, things that don't make sense.
Okay.
Like a very Lovecraftian writing of it. There's angles that shouldn't exist in the things you have just seen.
Gotcha.
So Lovecraft in the sense of like, this thing is unexplainable and impossible to explain, but let me explain it to you right now because that's what I have to do because this is a book.
Let me try
Yes.
to explain this. Imagine a shape that has all the shapes inside of the shape.
Yeah,
Yep.
basically.
And yeah, that's it. So after that, Ven, your turn. There's one in front of you that is restrained.
Okay. I'm going to back away and let it take the opportunity attack with disadvantage.
That is a 20 to hit.
That hits.
20 damage.
Jesus Christ.
So as you step away, it fights the restraints and rips up, and it grabs like the little bone part of your pelvis that you can feel, and rips up into your stomach.
All right, and as I get a little bit away from him, like about 15 feet, I'm going to unload another flame strike into him.
Okay,
flame
go ahead. As restrained, so it is a 15.
That fails. Ooh, 2 10s, so 20 damage.
Okay.
Tit for tat.
All right, you let loose. After it slices you, it looks up and then just gets blasted in the face. After the fire goes away, you see part of its face actually charred off, and the ashes of its own skin flying behind it in the gust that you just caused.
Nice. I'm satisfied with that.
Awesome. It is now its turn. And I believe at the end of its turn last time, I did not make the saving throw, so I'm going to do it now. That is a 15 DC.
It hits.
Awesome. Okay, so it fights the restraints at the end of its last turn, and is going to walk up to you, Ven, and lay into you. That is 19 to
Did
hit.
That hits.
Walk past me?
It would be next to you still.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, when he hit the 15, the tie snaps and just blood falls to the ground.
Rosalie, you get a red blood line that falls onto your arm.
So wait, Rosalie was standing right next to him, right?
Don't I
Yes.
get an attack
And
of
I moved
opportunity?
15 feet away.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Okay, so 1, 2... No, actually, no, it will still be in range because it's going to walk the 15 feet towards you. Rosalie would... I'll give Rosalie an opportunity attack. I'm not using a map for the first time, so I'm just trying to envision this.
Okay. I mean,
So-
it's
Nope,
your
go ahead.
world.
Go ahead.
Okay. So that hits. That's a natural 18.
Okay.
And that's 8 points of damage. No.
Uh,
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So as it walks past, you hit it with a warhammer. It does not stop its stagger at all. It just keeps going and goes to attack Ben. Actually, I hit with the first one.
Yep.
The second one is definitely going to miss.
Okay.
10 damage to you for slashing. And it is going to stop right there. It is now Rosalie's turn. It is 5 feet away from you. Well, 10 feet.
It's threatening Ben, though, right?
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
He's too far away from me. I can't touch him, right?
You can walk up 5 feet.
All right. Can I walk up 5 feet, touch Ben, and cast protection from evil and good?
You can walk up 10 feet and do that, yes. As a note for protection, evil, and good, and we covered this in our homebrew campaign a long while ago, that actually has a component that is
Holy water.
consumed.
Holy water.
Yes. So, I will say at the beginning of this, you have 3 things of holy water, unless you have something different in your items. Okay. So, if you get more later, then it'll be replenished, but just mark off 1 charge of that.
Cool.
Okay, so then you all of a sudden get this shimmer around you, and you feel blatantly cool with whatever's about to happen because you feel a joyous calmness over you. That everything's gonna be all right, man.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Don't worry. Don't think.
So Kent, it is your turn. 20 feet down is this creature attacking Ven.
Looking normal? Like
Looking hurt, but not terrible.
let's fire a shot. It's gonna be 23 to hit.
That hits.
16 plus 7
23.
is 23.
Okay.
I'm not gonna fire a second shot, just the first one.
Okay, so you fire down, it enters its shoulder, goes into its chest cavity, and it doesn't even look up at you. It is full on raging at Ben. Okay, is that your turn?
That's it.
Okay, it is now Ferguson's turn. There is 1 creature left, and that is below you because you're now up on the railing with Kent.
As my first free action, I'm going to absorb the last 2 charges in the sword, which, if anyone's looking at me, I will say what that looks like.
That would be Kent. That would be up there with you.
But is Kent looking at me, or is he looking at what he's shooting?
Make a perception check, Kent.
19.
He catches it.
So, the tentacles on the side that are glowing red, one of them pops out and buries itself in my hand, and it just kind of pours back into me.
Ooh, interesting.
And then it goes away again. I'm gonna fire Eldritch Blast at the last one.
Okay.
I'm not ready to go back down there. So one is a 17 and one's a 13.
Hit and hit.
9 damage for one and 5 for the other.
Okay.
And that's all I'm gonna do from up here.
Cool. So you blast these 2 energy bolts down. I believe you said they were green, right?
They're green, like oily green.
Yes. And
It's kind of a motif.
it blasts down into its body, and it is looking a bit wrecked. Then it is your turn. There's this undead, raging creature that is just slashing at you right in front of you. But you feel pretty good.
Feeling good about it, I'm just gonna do what I've been doing this whole time and unload some more fire in his face.
You can do so without hitting Rosalie. That's good. 15.
That misses.
Okay.
7 fire damage.
So you, right in its face, blow out the fire, and it continues to scatter its newly ashed body behind it, slowly eating away at its body.
Okay. That's it for me.
Okay, it is now its turn. It is going to slice at you. Let me look at this protection spell here.
I believe it has disadvantage.
It has disadvantage.
Okay. First attack is not going to hit at all. Second attack is 15.
Miss.
Okay. It slices, and as it goes, it looks like it's going to connect, and some weird shimmering thing happens between the sword and you that makes the sword look even shorter than it was. It just misses, and the second one goes to slash as well, and the same thing happens. It looks like it should connect, and something is bending the space in front of you to cause it to not hit you. That's its turn. Rosalie, your turn.
I'm gonna hit it.
Go right ahead.
Fucking hopefully. That's another 18.
That hits.
14.
Okay. That was your first attack?
Yes.
All right, go to the second one.
And that's 13.
That hits.
And it's exactly the same amount of damage. It's 13. points of
Okay.
damage.
How do you kill this last one?
It's already turning to dust, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can I just smash it in the face and just get it all the way there?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So after it slashes at Ven, you aim upwards at it because you're not exactly eye level, and you uppercut it in the face with your warhammer. As you hit the chin goes straight through, and its head blasts off, and the neck, where obviously a head would connect to the torso, yay for description speech, just just gone. It just gets ripped off, and there's no blood there. It's just pure, like, boiled out, like there's nothing left. It's just gone, and you decapitate it. It falls over, crashes to the ground, and not moving at all.
Nice.
So you look around the room. You see that this chapel has been cleared out of whatever foes were here due to Ferguson's rash actions, but didn't lead to his death, thankfully.
Mm-hmm.
There's one thing I want to do before we end up finishing, because I'm going to forget it next time we do it. I want to grab the longsword of the guy that was right in front of me and put it on my belt.
Okay. You take the longsword. There is nothing really special about the longsword. It just looks incredibly old.
Okay.
From where I'm laying down on the balcony above, I'm like, they're dead! Are they fucking dead?
Taking Initiative is a product of the Spark Network. Imagine what your idea can do. For updates on the show, future news, and all things nerd, visit us on thespark.network. If you wish to conjure us on social media, you can cast message on Twitter with the handle @TI_pod, Facebook at the Taking Initiative Podcast page, and Tumblr at takinginitiativepodcast.tumblr.com. If you enjoyed the show, please leave us a review on iTunes, as it helps us grow so we can put out more content for you.
I'm Josh Perot, and I'm the DM. You can find me on Twitter at XyroxisTheBeard. That's XIROXIS the Beard.
This is Jonathan Buckmaster. I am the voice of Vendelar Greymeyer. You can find me on Twitter at Bucky_Masters.
Oh, this is Drew Tillman, and I play Ferguson.
You can find me over on Twitter at NotOdetDrew.
This is Nicholas Figueroa, and I play the sometimes rude but always lovable Kent Brickwood of the East Farthing Brickwoods. You could find me on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at NicoFigs. That's at NIKOFIGS.
This is Morgan Conroy. I play Rosalie or Roz. You can find me on Twitter at ThistleRaven.
This episode was edited by John Buckmaster and Josh Perot. The original artwork for the Behind Silver Eyes logo was created by Kati Kawaguchi of Nerds on a Roll. You can find her on Twitter at _KidKatie. All modifications for the arc were done by Josh Perot. The Behind Silver Eyes theme song was created by Neil Martin of The Lucky Die. You can find him on Twitter at Bardic Martin. Any additional music was created by Kevin MacLeod in the Incompetech website. Any information about those songs can be found in the episode's description. To give credit to the classes played in this episode, the Pendragon class, played by John Buckmaster, was created by Daresight Phantom on Reddit. The Gunslinger class, played by Nick Figueroa, and the Bloodhunter class, played by Drew Tillman, were both created by Matthew Mercer. The Oath of Devotion Paladin, played by Morgan Conroy, is straight from the 5th edition Player's Handbook. The D&D 5e rule set and the Curse of Strahd module are both property of Wizards of the Coast. If you're enjoying the show and would like to support us, please visit us at patreon.com/takinginitiative. There you'll find early access to episodes and bonus content.